Hey YouTube! So there's going to be a bit of a change of scenery here from my channel. I'm studying for a year in Kunming, China at Yunnan Normal University. And here's the dormitory that I'm staying in. I'm staying up there on the 12th floor, the second from the top. And I really like it here. The weather's very similar to my hometown of Vancouver, Canada. And the temperature is very similar. It also rains. It rains a bit here, the same way Vancouver does. And there's very, very little pollution. Probably more in Vancouver right now because they're having forest fires. So I'm just going to give you a bit of a tour around the campus, which I have already fallen in love with. So it's very popular to have electric bikes here in China. A lot of the students here at the university have them. I'm actually very excited. I might have a chance to be getting a second-hand one that I'm splitting with my other friend from Canada. And we're going to be going to check that out in the next couple days as to whether we want to buy that or not. But these are all over campus, and students take them to their classes. Here's, I think this is one of the girls' dormitories. And on the other side is one of the boys' dormitories. The dormitory I'm staying in there is for the international students. And here, I'll just give you a little tour here. So this is one of the boys' dormitories for the local students. And you can see right there it says girls are not allowed to go in. Stop right there. And this is the girls' dormitory. And it has a similar sign that guys are not allowed to go in there. And that's one thing I've noticed is the dormitory regulations are a lot stricter than the West. My dormitory, for example, the doors close at 11:30 at night and they don't open till 6:30 a.m. But one thing that I've found so convenient about living here is just a few steps away from my door, you can pretty much get whatever you want. So you can see there's some stores here. Here's a copy center. You can have your hair done right here, get your hair cut. Here that you can get tea, milk tea. There's a little fashion store right there, and then just a convenience store here. You didn't need them. And right here you can rent electric bikes, and it's for about $1. Oh, there's one going in right there. It's about $1. And just look at this. So steps from my dorm room, I have a cellular service store. So I bought cellular service from them, from China Mobile, and I bought that on the first day that arrived. That was very convenient. And here's another convenience store, supermarket. So we'll just continue on our walk here around campus. So as you can see, there's more. A lot of the students have classes right now. My schedule is a little bit different because I'm taking Chinese classes. And so here's some more bikes there. You can see them everywhere. Very beautiful campus. Lots of trees, lots of greenery. There's another place there that you can rent electric bikes. Right now over here, they're having a big advertisements in there. I guess I'll show you that later, for signing up students for mobile data plans. And it's the mobile data is very cheap here for 39 yuan, which is, exchange rate. Hard to do the exchange rate in my head, but it's about $6. You can get unlimited internet for the month for your phone. Here's another convenience store here. You can see lots of students going around. Even though they're in classes right now, there's still lots of students going around on their electric bikes. And here, let's see if we can walk this way here. I might have to skip fast forward because you don't want to see me just walking all this way. It's not that interesting. But I'm going to film nonetheless. So I'm going to walk to where the classrooms are. Here you can see the huge advertisements that are there. They're trying to sell all the SIM cards and plans to the students. And it's very, very cheap. This is kind of a stadium that they have there. And I think they have events there once in a while, performances. But they haven't done anything yet since the start of the school term. And yeah, some of these electric bikes look really cool. Look like motorcycles. So up ahead we have another electric bike rental place. And this is very convenient too, which, you know, none of these, you don't get stores this close to your dormitories in the West. But over here we have Bank of China. Oh, I just got to be careful with the traffic here. So over here we have a Bank of China. You can just go in there, use your ATM card, pull out money. That's one of the cheapest ways that you can convert your foreign currency to local renminbi or RMB. You know, I converted $100 and I think Canadian, and it was about $3, including the exchange rate and service fee. So I'm just gonna continue walking around here. As you can see, just littered with electric mopeds and bikes and scooters. Here's another convenience store that I like. It's fairly big. Maybe I'll give you guys a little peek in here. But they sell pretty much everything in here.
Cool.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, long time?
Luca, how's it going? All right, well, I just bumped into one of the guys organizing a foreign student event this weekend. They're taking us out for a marathon and to see one of the local beaches. And there's a lake there too. So I'm just going to continue walking here. There's one of the girls' residences there. You can see guys aren't allowed in. So I'm just walking to where the classes are right now. And it looks like some people are walking. Don't look like students though. See all the green here. It's very pretty. The sun just came out again. The clouds were up when I was talking to Luca there. So yeah, there's very nice modern buildings. I'm not sure how old this campus is. I've heard it's 6 years, but I can't tell you that for sure. It's probably a bit older than that. But you can see in the background there the teaching buildings. We'll get up close to them here. I also want to show you guys the cafeteria, this is the back of it here, but it's got 3 floors, and there's just more things in there to eat than you could eat if you ate a different dish every day for a year. I gotta say, I'm really liking the food here, but my body really hasn't adjusted to the spiciness of a lot of the dishes. That's kind of weird because in Canada I could eat spicy food, but I guess I'm just getting a message that that's not going to work for me here, at least for now. So I'm trying to eat pretty as plain as I can, but there's a lot of food choices here, so there's always an option for yourself. So that's the back of the dining hall. I'll show you the front later. We have some students here leaving, but they look like they're from Laos or Vietnam. They're international students. Or Thailand, maybe? Kind of sounds like Thai accent, I'm not sure. There's a little bit of a pond here. says to be careful because the water is very deep and swimming is not allowed here. But I wouldn't want to anyways. And so I'm headed over to the International Student Building right now. Look at that, that's pretty. Oh, there's a Jeep there. Honk, honk. Very, very pretty. So yeah, I just find things so convenient here. Everything's so close by, and much closer than it was at my university in Canada. Dining hall is just a couple steps away. I am still getting used to the traffic patterns here. This is the International Student Building here, the Tongxi Arlo. And this is where they hold all the international student classes. It's a really big campus. This is just the east side of it. I'll show you the west side of it too when I get a chance. Oh, the sun is so nice. We've had clouds for 3 or 4 days, yeah. I've been waiting to do a video because I've been so excited to show you guys. Lots of green. So yeah, I would say that the majority of the international students that come here are from closer countries like Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. There's a fair chunk of Eastern European students that came as well. But here, I'll just go into the student building here. Look here, we got massage chairs over here, which is really cool. So in China, you pay for pretty much everything with an app called WeChat. And so here you see, you can pay with WeChat here, that's the WeChat logo, or you can pay with Zhifubao, which is Alipay. And so everything's done on your phone. Look at these, look at these massage chairs. So when you're tired of class, you can come down here for a massage. But I'm just walking up. They've got all the international flags here. And yeah, this is the first floor here. And this is really cool too. Never seen this before, but the building isn't separated from the outside. There's no glass here. So you're getting fresh air in here all the time. Now I can assume in the winter when it gets a little cold, I won't appreciate how cool that is like I do now. But yeah, there's a little courtyard here I'll show you. And here you can buy snacks. There's a little canteen there. And back here is just a courtyard. And over here are the offices. You can deal with your paperwork for international students and your visa, managing your visa. Yeah, much less people right now because everyone's in class. Let's go this way, actually, and we'll head to the west side of campus. Look, there's like nice little seating there for students. That's the one thing that I found challenging about the campus is there isn't really a good place to study at night. You really only have your dorm room and as an option. My roommate likes to go to sleep early when it's usually a time where I'm still studying. And they have a really big library that I'll show you, but the library closes at 9:50 at night. So you can see more electric cars there, electric bikes. Sorry. And just some more of the teaching buildings here. Yeah, I'm pretty excited if me and my other friend from Canada split on a electric bike, I'll be able to do some videos with that too. So yeah, it's really convenient here. You can pay with everything with WeChat, but what isn't convenient about it is when you first arrive and you don't have your bank card, you can't set any of that up. So when you want to buy, for example, when you want hot water in the shower, you have to use the app to pay for hot water. Now it's not a lot of money, but if you don't have the app and a bank card tied to the app, you can't get hot water. So the international students, when we arrived here, none of us had hot water, and we either had to borrow someone else's app or wait until just the last couple days. The school arranged to have bank cards made for us. So we all just went to the bank and had that done. Although Chinese banks are a little different from Western banks. They're just, well, it probably has a lot to do with the population, but they also just seem to move a lot slower, and there seems to be a bit more bureaucracy too. So I arrived with my friend at the bank. Oh, here's the library over here. I can't wait to show you this. I arrived at the bank at 8:20 in the morning, or 8:40 I mean, and it was opening at 9, and there were already 20 people lined up ahead of us. And we waited. It took about 4 hours, including our wait, to get our bank cards activated. Look at that giant library there. I think there's another building in behind it there. And there's a nice pond here too. It's going to be pretty hard to get me to leave this place. I just really like the lifestyle here. It's very easy to make friends, and everybody that you meet, you know, even if you're complete strangers, will add you on WeChat. Before I left, you know, we got to meet some embassy officials, and you know, people at the scholarship dinner were adding them on WeChat too. And I found that kind of odd because, you know, normally when you meet someone of a high position like that, like the most private form of communication they'll give it to you is their email, not a form of instant messaging like WeChat. Wow, I want to come take a look at this here. It looks like there's someone painting. Oh, two people painting over by the water here. And the lily pads. Zoom in there, see if we can see some. It's very sunny today. And over here is the library. Well, lots of students now, that's for sure. I think class just ended because we just heard that bell go in the background. I'm not sure if you heard that with the headphones on. So here is the 图书馆. It's the library. And you swipe your card when you go in there. Maybe you can see the students going in, tapping their card through the turnstile as they go in. Wow, there's so many students. Okay, maybe I'm gonna walk on the side because maybe some of them don't appreciate being filmed. And yeah, so just going back to the WeChat app, it's really easy to stay in touch with people because it's just when you first meet them, because it's very common to just add people on WeChat, the instant messaging app. Now, I probably have, just in the week that I've been here, maybe 35, 40 new contacts just from that app, and I wouldn't be having that many people on an instant messaging app in North America, that's for sure, in that amount of time. So yeah, it's really easy to meet people, and I gotta say, being a Westerner here with a a white face, it attracts some attention. It attracts actually a lot less than I was expecting, given what I've heard of accounts from other people. But it does attract a lot of people that just want to talk to you, maybe practice their English, or they're just curious and want to know more about the West, or they just want to make friends. And I think that's really cool. And it's kind of unfortunate, but there are just some benefits to being Caucasian in China, and for the time being. That may change due to political circumstances or other economic kind of circumstances. Wow, look at all the students. So I don't know if you can see a lot of them here, but and it's very common for girls here to want to have very fair skin, very white skin. And so even on a day like today, wow, look at that. Even on a day like today, when it's sunny and when the sun peeks out from the clouds, it's very hot. On a day where it's sunny, the girls all have umbrellas, and that's just to protect their skin. And I see sometimes when they don't have an umbrella, they'll cover their head with their textbook. So this is pretty here too. I'm just gonna walk back a bit. Walk a bit slower here. So yeah, right now we're getting close to West Campus. If not, we're there already. I'm quite unfamiliar with the area still. I haven't been here very long. But yeah, look at this guy. So this is why some people prefer to have the electric bikes, is because it's actually a pretty big campus. As you can see, I don't know how long I've been filming here, but it does take quite a bit of time to walk across the whole campus. And so all the students are either leaving to leave campus or to go to the establishments at the other end. There's a cafeteria at the other end there. Look how pretty. I'm not going to stand in the middle of the road here, but I want to get a shot. Wow, look at that. So, yeah, I guess I'll go to this side of campus. Or, you know what? I think I'm going to head to the cafeteria this direction. So I'm not going to make you guys have to sit through the whole walk. I'll head back there and I'll do a short video in the cafeteria to show you guys what it's like. So here's a good opportunity to show you some of the fitness facilities that they have on campus. Here's a really nice running track, all rubber, so it's nice on your body. And there's a soccer field there. Although I don't think soccer really is as popular here. I haven't seen too many people playing on it, but every day I do see people playing basketball. Basketball is very, very popular in China. Here's a good shot, and there's the gymnasium in the background, a very big gymnasium, the big yellow building there. And I don't know if you can see, but over there, the white building far in the background, when you leave campus and walk over there, it's the subway station. So over here, on the first floor, that blue building there, right over there, is where you can get your packages delivered. So when you have them delivered to your dormitory, they end up there, and you go and bring your student card, and they'll deliver it to you. And in China, the very popular shopping website is called Taobao, and it's just like a way it's a better version of eBay in a lot of ways because you can get stuff directly from the sellers here in China. It's much cheaper. And up over here is the dining hall. I'll take you in there in just a bit. There's 3 floors to it, 1, 2, 3, and each one has different kinds of food at different prices. There we go there. Shitang is the dining hall. Ouyuan Shitang. Peaceful garden. Canteen. And here's just a supermarket here. In there you can, well, I'll take you in there too anyways. Why not? I'll just take you over to the gymnasium here. But you can see all the basketball courts that they have. There's tons of them. And there's always someone playing basketball. It's good. I find that exercise is very much encouraged here on campus. And I also find that there's a lot less people that smoke. In grade 10, so that would have been 2010, I went to Beijing for 2 weeks, and there was a lot of people that smoked. Almost every second person on the street. I mean, I don't want to exaggerate, but it seemed like that when I was there. Smoked. But I guess the education around smoking has really made its way into the populace here, and they understand that it's not that great a thing to do to your body, and so that's great. There's a lot less people that smoke, although smoking is still quite a bit part of Chinese culture and business culture, and there still are situations in which you may be kind of feel pressured to smoke. So here, there's tons of basketball courts, and then down here are the tennis courts. And just the other day, just last night, I was chatting with one of the girls from the tennis team. And here, she's actually doing sports with a specialty in tennis as her major. And I've never really heard of that. In the West, we don't have sports as you can do kinesiology, but I've never heard of a major in tennis, and I think that's kind of cool. She's been doing tennis since she was a young kid, so she's been kind of prepped to be a tennis god. Here we have some cars here. You see Fords here. I'm trying to. Just got to be careful crossing the street there. Mercedes, Ford. There's a Mitsubishi. My dad has one kind of like that. So I'll just pop into the gymnasium here, that yellow building that we saw back there. You can see more electric bikes here. Yeah, they're really starting to grow on me. They're not as convenient in Canada because, especially in Vancouver, everything you want to go to, you have to drive quite a far distance, and they just don't have the range to do that. But yeah, it has 2 floors. This is interesting. So over here is they have flight attendant training school, training hall, and they have a mock airplane here inside, and you actually get to train inside a mock airplane. And over here, this looks like it might be basketball, I'm not sure. But even inside here, it's the building's out in the open like that. So yeah, it looks like there's indoor basketball courts here too. Got volleyball. Tons of different vending machines here. You can kind of see the airplane there. We'll go upstairs, getting a workout walk in here. But over here, in the back there, over there we have ping pong tables, a whole row of them. Goes all the way to over there. And here, I'll just walk in for a sec. 说你好，你好。And then over there we have a wrestling ring, which is really fun. We played in that the other day, pulling on the, bouncing off the edges of it like they do on TV. So yeah, there's tons of fitness places to get exercise on campus. My roommate is from Spain, and he's been here for 2 years, and it's really interesting because we get to speak Chinese with each other because he's only learned English for a little while here, and so I'm actually really happy for that. I was, when they said you can pick your roommate, I was really hoping that I'd get one that had a Chinese level similar to mine so we could practice with each other, and it ended up working out that way. I'm very happy about that. You can kind of see, looks like they're growing crops up in the hills there. I'm just going to watch for traffic here and we'll cross the road. And one of the other students I met is from Russia. And he has been in China for, I think, 2 years now, he said. And his Chinese is very good too. And he trained with a Wing Chun master here in China, and he's wanting to teach me some Wing Chun. So we had our first lesson just a couple days ago. Look at that, see on the top of the buildings there, you can see they have solar water heaters. They're not for electricity, but they look like they're for heating water. And when the sun is shining, it definitely can warm it up. The temperature really doesn't get too hot here. That's one of the reasons I picked Kunming and Yunnan as a place I wanted to go, is because in the summer the max temperature you're really expecting is 25 degrees or so. So that's very comfortable, and it's known as the city of eternal spring. So 4 seasons of the year are very spring-like. It doesn't get too cold. It very rarely goes below, at least this is what I've been told by the locals, but it very rarely goes below 0. And you do have the pleasure of being able to wear jackets here. It does get cool enough in the evening. There's quite a difference between the afternoon temperature and the evening. It drops quite a bit, but that's something I'm very much used to. Yeah, I gotta get more into basketball. It was never really something that I played, but I could make a lot of friends here if I got a bit more into it. And we're just coming up here to the supermarket here. It's not just one supermarket, it's like a whole bunch of different shops. I'll take you in, and then we'll go up to the dining hall, and I think that'll probably be it for today. So the entrance to it is over here. But what I'm really excited to show you is the dining hall, and just how ridiculous it is, how many different kind of foods there are. So here's like a tea shop right here, and some fruits, you can buy fruits. Little cafe, here's a supermarket there. Just on the left there was a hair styling place, another tea shop, a fruit store here. See that? Makeup store right there. And this is all just, 3 minutes away from our dormitory. Another hairstyling place. And here's another phone service place you can get with China Unicom, where you can get dessert. And Here are some of the buses that you can take too. There's an eyeglasses store here right on campus too. And we'll just walk up to the cafeteria here. Maybe I'll get something to eat too, I'm a little hungry. It's just here to my right. So over here we have some interesting, we have a bakery right here, and then over here you can get cold drinks. Here's another tea shop here. Here you can get Western fast food if you want. You know, they have kind of hamburgers, pizza, something kind of emulating KFC. And here, these shops double up, so they serve tea right now, but in the morning they serve, they put up stands in the front here, and they serve different breakfast items. This looks like another Western style kind of fast food. And so I'm going into the dining hall here, you can see, and maybe I'll take you through all the different floors just to show you how cool this is. So typically I like to eat at the 3rd floor, but I just think that's probably because I haven't explored enough yet. So over there you can grab your mifa and your rice, and then each different vendor has different kinds of foods, and see, all the students just do is tap their just tap their student card here. And so you just go up to the ayis and you ask them, hey, can I get this kind of dish? And they'll serve it up. You can also get it to go. Here's some noodles and different kinds of dishes here. And over here is the cold dishes. Yeah, so let's go up another floor. Oh boy, so we'll go up another floor, see what's going on. And you know, since I've gotten here, I prefer to eat in the canteen because I found that I found it to be more clean than the street food or the shops out on the road. And they do have a better rating from the government in terms of food safety too. They usually have a B, whereas some of the restaurants my friends have taken me to have had a C rating. Although I think that might not be completely true. There's probably some level of buyout that you can do. You can pay extra money to get a better rating. So here's the 2nd floor here. And there's a lot more different dishes on the 3rd floor. Each vendor has all different kinds. This one's more like you see a dish and you point at it. The other one has, on the 3rd floor, has a lot of different ones. And but you can see, you can get fish like that, or you get rice there. It's very big. This is just the 2nd floor of it. Oh, over here you can get sushi. I didn't even know this. This is cool. There was a Korean restaurant on the top floor too before. But yeah. Ooh, that one looks cool with the purple rice. Yeah. And then over here you can get mala food, which is like spicy and numbing food. It numbs your mouth. My apologies for the video here. It's not exactly the best video taken, but I do want to show you this. And so now we're going to my favorite floor, the 3rd floor of the dining hall. And it's really big. I mean, it's already, 2 floors is probably already enough, but I'll show you this 3rd floor and how many dishes there are. So let's just run up the stairs here. And there's also a really nice view here too. As you can see here, here's the, well, there was the tea shops and the Western fast food there I was showing you, but over here is the gymnasium that we're in. And this is the, there's a train station and also a subway station there. So you can travel to other cities, but you can also just take the subway into Kunming, into the main city. And this campus is in the Changgang area. It's outside of the main Kunming city. It takes to get to the city center. Well, I've been to different parts of the city, so I'm not sure exactly to the city center, but one of the very nice areas we were in last weekend, it was about an hour by subway. So let's go in. I'll show you the cool floor. I think there's a movie theater here too. There's also some more, there's a restaurant there, but you can get all different kinds of food. Here you can get fresh fruits, and you can get fruit juice, and here you can get soup. I think this is kind of like special, kind of like herbal, maybe not, but Jiangxi style soup. And then here, see, there's a bit of glare, but just all different kinds of food. And you see the menu here. Look at all the different dishes that they serve, right? All the different dishes. And this goes all the way down there. Here is where you can, when you're done with your food, this is where you come to play show is recycle. This is where you come to put your food scraps in there for recycling, or at least I hope it's recycling. Just small eats here, like snacks, and see all the different dishes. And they get even, the menus get even more dense down this way. I like this place here a lot. But you see this food safety grading that I was talking about before. There's too much glare. But yeah, you see, you can get all different kinds of food here. And like I'm saying, like, if you ate a different dish every day for a year, you probably wouldn't even get through all of them. Here's different noodle dishes, and everything's tasty. Here they have a drink shop, and it seems to be very popular for different drinks. Here you can buy tickets. If you don't have a student card to tap, you can buy tickets to pay for the food. And here's looks like something, a closed down Western fast food. And these look, I'm not too familiar with those types of dishes myself, but it's noodle soup. And kind of like a little restaurant there. There's a little cafe there. And this used to be a Korean delicacy restaurant, but it looks like it's also closed down. Or maybe just the owner isn't here now, but they have desserts and Korean food. It looks really good. So sometimes I like to come there with my friends because we have a big group. So that's kind of the dining hall here. And it seats a lot of people too. I can't remember what the student population is here, but it's quite large. I don't even want to give you a number because it's probably way off. But I'm just walking down the steps here to go back outside. And I think once we get outside, I think that pretty much concludes our little tour here. Yeah, I'm just so excited about my year here, and you know, I think I'm probably going to stay here, or if not, start trying to find work here after my year of studying, if I teaching English maybe, because really what my goal in life right now is to be fluent in Chinese. And I don't know why that is. It doesn't even really seem to be for some kind of economic reason. I really like the challenge. So thanks to you all for watching. And if you liked this video, if you liked the new direction of being in China here for my channel, please give it a like. Please give me a subscribe. I'm trying to get the 1,000 subscribers I need for monetization. And I hope that you all tune in to more of my videos. Probably have one coming up in the next couple days or so about buying an electric bike in China. So sending love to all of you, and I'm out.